Where is your money tree? Did you ever have anyone tell you money doesn't grow on trees? And was it the same for you as it was for me? Every time someone told me that, all it did was make me see money growing on trees. And I love that idea of being able to go outside and pick the money off of the trees. So, welcome to Tree Gong, where I bring you wisdom from the forest right here on the Akashic Academy Network, where we are bringing you inspiration for your spiritual journey so that you know that you do not have to go alone. So, as you join me, drop me some love, send me some hearts, some thumbs up. Let me know you're here. Say hello in the comments. And we have got a great show today. Hi, Kenzel. Thank you for sharing. Please do share this out. You never know who could use a little inspiration and wisdom from the forest today. So, for those of you that missed the introduction, I'll introduce myself first. My name is Kira Lani. I help healers to master their energy, to unleash their gifts. I bring people back to their true nature through tree gong healing. And one of the first things, very often the very first thing that my clients need to master in the journey of mastering their energy is to master the energy of money. And so, who here thinks that money grows on trees? Drop me a comment below if you remember someone telling you that money doesn't grow on trees, and then especially tell me if you had the same reaction that I did. When somebody tells me money doesn't grow on trees, all that does for me is it shows me an image in my brain of money growing on trees. And it creates this idea that, oh my gosh, how can I find that money tree? So we're going to talk today about where is your money tree and how do you activate it? Hi, Sarah. I'm so glad to hear that you have so much energy. I love that. David desires a sound bowl. You know what? I will give you a sound from my bowl, David. Here we go. And you know, it is possible that we could come up with an exchange for a sound bowl. I do have an extra one. Sarah says, my parents always said that, but I know it does. Every branch is a creation. Natasha says, I'd love to find my money tree. Yes. Amanda says, money tree, manifesting love, the full moon. I know the moon was so beautiful last night. I got up early before the sun and I went outside and basked in the moonlight, although it didn't feel much like basking because it's very cold here in Oregon. We still have a bit of snow on the ground. And Kenzel says, I always heard that when I was a kid and still believe that it grows on trees. Yes. Joyce Ann says, yes, me too, Kira. Oh, David Paper, good one. That is so true. So this money that, and I actually brought some money to the money show for this week. I am feeling inspired to activate the money. So I brought this money will be going to the bank, but for now it is sitting underneath my pyramid, my organite pyramid to activate and expand. And it's funny, I didn't even think of just now how the dollar bill has the pyramid on the back, not the $100 bill. The $100 bill has the Capitol building on the back. But I have brought $400 to imagine multiplying 10 times. And we're going to talk a little bit about how that works. Since I've got the money out, I'm going a little bit out of order because you guys got me all excited. But since I got the money out, I'm going to take a picture of it for you all so that if you don't have $400 to put on your altar and multiply, I will send you a picture and you can have a picture to visualize. But yes, David, good point. This money that we all really, no matter where you live in the world now, everybody has this paper money that they call fiat currency that really is just paper. And the trees are so much more valuable than the paper that's made out of them and turned into money. So this is like a cosmic joke on all of us that like what we desire so much is something that grows on trees and is created by humans. And so this is so much fun. Thank you for this lively conversation. Anila says, I do. Anita says, love this. Yes, Kenzel, I'm going to the Wednesday evening because I kept having to miss the meditation for this show. But thank you for noticing. It's nice to see you here. And thank you for sharing, Amber. Hello, Dwayna. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Richard. Hello to the beautiful Laura Sue and Amber, Elizabeth. Thank you so much for all of your comments and interactions. And let's see. Joyce Ann is loving the vibrations. So when I was sounding the bowl, I think I'll do it again actually. When I was sounding the bowl, I was remembering how the creation is a vibration. So this time when I create the sound, I want you to feel the power of creation in this sound. Breathe it in. Most every creation story talks about the sound. The Vedic sound of Om is representing the vibration of the universe, the creation power of the universe, sounding into being. And in the Bible, it talks about the word is the creation, is the word. My words are stumbling over each other today, so deep breath coming back into my power of creation. As Crystal says, you are your own money tree. Anila says, I need my money tree to be producing real money. And Richard says, I'm creating a reality with no money. I love all these perspectives. Thank you for sharing. Each and every one of you has a really valuable perspective to bring to this conversation. Amanda is sending the Florida Keys moon. And Sarah wants to know if there's something we can do tonight to connect to a higher power. Yes, yes, yes. And every night, Sarah, there is always something you can do to connect to a higher power. And there is extra energy in the full moon, extra opportunities. Anila, I am in Ashland, Oregon, in as close to California as you can get and still be in Oregon. And thank you. Wow. And Sarah says it only costs $100 to print 1 million. Amber says, I sure wish money went further. And Anila has put her $200 bills under her pyramid. Yes, we're doing it together. You know, every time that two or more, you know, it says this in the Bible too, where two or more are gathered, I will be there. So every time that we activate our intentions together in community, then they are amplified 1,000-fold. So 1 plus 1 doesn't equal 2 because it calls in another third vibration. And so when we have right now, we have 23 viewers here live. And so that is 23 exponentially amplifying the intentions. So I'm not doing very well with my math right now, but you all get the gist of what I'm talking about. Yes, the cosmic joke of the man-made construct of money, and there is no money in heaven. And Michael says most UK money is plastic now. Yeah, it's kind of like that in Canada too. And Amber says the bank account's in the negative and sure needs to shake the money tree. That's what we're going to do. You notice how I'm standing up today and not sitting. This is because one of the ways that we activate our creative power is through movement. So we are going to shake the money tree, and just like, I forget who said that. One of your comments was so perfect. You are your own money tree. And we're going to shake up that money tree. We're going to shake out the blocks to the flow, because remember, when we pick up pieces of paper to represent money, this is a really good example of how money is a metaphor. Money is not a concrete reality like a tree. Money is a metaphor, and it is energy. So let's all activate this energy together and see what happens. Anita says she's feeling so energized. She just put money under crystals and turned on all of her aromatherapy. Yes, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Andrea feels the energies. Anila, I can't get to all your comments. Thank you for so many comments that I can't get to them all fast enough. That makes me feel so good. There is an abundance of comments, an abundance of viewers, an abundance of energy here. And when there is an abundance of energy, that means there is an abundance of money. And so thank you for all of your energy. And awesome, Joyce. Yes, you can also write down the numbers on paper, because this is just numbers on paper. Why not just write your own numbers on paper and put that under your pyramid? That's actually one of the things I was suggesting. Like, we can take pictures of money, we can write numbers, and Sarah's talking about the sound bowl. I'm not sure which comment you're talking about. Like I said, I'm having a hard time keeping up with the comments because I want to make sure that I get to all of my content. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on. And thank you so much. Keep the comments coming. If I don't get to them live on the show, I will come back and check out all of your comments after the show. So thank you so much for all of your encouragement, your activation, your participation, because that is the power of activating your money tree, is activating your participation. So when you take your money and put it under your pyramid or your crystals, when you take your money, when you write on paper $1,000 and put it under your pyramid, or this is what I did the other day, is I wrote, all of these credit cards are completely paid. I am debt free. And I put that on my altar, and I put it in that envelope that you can see on the altar. And I have been lighting a candle and an incense to it every day. And every day I call in the angels of abundance and ask them to help me to activate this intention of being free of debt. I would love to create a reality where we don't need money. Right now, I'm living in this reality where the money is still being needed and used to create the reality that I'm creating. And so I fully participate in this. When I ask for help to come in the form of inspiration and inspired action. And this is how we participate in creating our own money tree, is after you create the symbolism, you let that inspire you into action. So I'm ready to share the tree for today with all of you. I went outside this morning, and as I mentioned earlier, there is still a bit of snow on the ground here. It is quite cold. This tree, and I'm sorry, the pictures aren't the best, but this tree has sent out all these little buds that you can see in this picture here. And these buds started turning into blossoms. And when we have blossoms before and then freezing cold, that can take those blossoms off. And I connected with this tree this morning, and I sent my healing love and compassion, and the tree responded with a sense of everything being all right in the world. It basically shared with me, I have an abundance of true source energy to tap into, and I can produce infinite buds and blossoms. And this is the way that trees operate. They produce infinite buds and blossoms and seeds, and not every single seed grows into a tree, but there are so many seeds produced that many of them are bound to turn into trees. And as I stood in the snow with this tree, I did not sit, I witnessed many little birds fluttering around through these branches. You can't see them, but there were little birds all in these branches, hopping around and eating those little bud blossoms. And so sometimes the seeds that you are creating aren't even for you to consume, but what you create uplifts the world and creates this beautiful cycle where you are in balance of giving and receiving. And this is what we really want to create. I'm seeing Sarah asked, what do I mean by pyramid? And this is what I mean, Sarah. I have this organite pyramid. This was created by some close friends of mine, and it has actual gold inside of it, as well as many little crystals, amethyst quartz, looks like some BBs in there. So it is an organite pyramid. So the organite is this resin substance that they put in the mold to hold all of the crystals. And so it is a powerful activator. Pyramids are powerful energy activators. That is why the great pyramids were created all around the world as powerful energy centers. And so that is what I am placing on top of my money until I take it to the bank. And then I will continue to activate the intention of multiplication and abundance. So I was thinking about the way that trees grow. Like I shared the tree with you that said to me, I have infinite abundance. I'm a tree. I have infinite abundance. Of course, I can produce more buds and leaves and seeds ad infinitum for as long as I live, which as a tree is a very long time. Think about when you prune a tree. This tree also, this is a great example for this as well, because this tree, you can see a little better in this picture. It grows over my shed, and it grows over, this is actually growing in my neighbor's yard, but it grows over into my yard. And I need to prune the branches in order to allow my little fig tree to get sun. Now, what happens when you prune a branch off of a tree? Does that branch feel does that tree feel the lack of that branch? No, the tree grows 10 more branches where you cut that one off. Most trees will grow more branches from having one cut. And so this is where some of our abundance mindset needs to shift into the idea that the more we give, the more we receive, and that there is infinite energy from the source for us to tap into to create abundance in our lives. So one of the ways to shift into becoming your own money tree is to release the sense of lack. I really witnessed this in myself not too long ago. I just filed my taxes, and in the process of filing my taxes, I realized that I actually made more money than I thought I had last year. And I realized that I had been focusing on how I wasn't reaching my goals. I hadn't reached my goals yet. And so I was forgetting to focus on what I was manifesting and what I did create. And that was a lot. And so sometimes we have to shift, like this $400 right here that is going in the bank to pay my rent is, I could say, oh my gosh, I barely paid my rent. I need another $4,000. Or I can say, thank you that I have manifested the money to pay my rent. And may this multiply 10 times, 100 times through me putting it into circulation. That's the way money works. Money is called currency for a reason. It's supposed to circulate. It's supposed to flow in and out. So you can also look at the fact that if you are in a time where you're feeling lack, then perhaps that is because you are creating space for more abundance to flow in. So there are a lot of different ways to activate the feeling of abundance. And the feeling of abundance is the most important piece to manifesting the abundance, to staying in the mindset of inspired action, where you continue to take action on a daily basis to support this feeling of abundance that you have created. So I'm going to invite you all to take some time each day for gratitude journaling, writing down what you have. Maybe every day you give thanks for the fact that you have a home over your head, a safe place to sleep at night, food to eat, and whatever it is that you have manifested, to look at that. And then to give thanks for the details. Like I have some amazingly resourceful clients who are working really diligently to be able to manifest their next level of learning and expansion. And so I have to honor each and every dollar that comes into my business for the true value that it represents. The dollars are not the value. The dollars are a symbol for the value. And so we are going to start with just shaking your hands. As you shake your hands, feel that vibration moving up into your shoulders and see any fear, any sense of lack or not good enough or not worthy just flying off your fingertips. Take them over your head, out to the sides, and then down in front. And now start bouncing your whole body if you're standing. If you're sitting, you can just bounce from your elbows and just wiggle your hips. Now move side to side while you keep bouncing and see all of the blocks. Feel in your body where you may be feeling a physical block to the flow of abundant energy through your body. I'm feeling a little bit right on the back of my shoulders here. So I'm going to bounce my shoulders to shake that up. Shake up any physical stagnation that you feel is also going to create an energetic block towards your flow of abundance. So shake those places. Shake your head if your neck is feeling tight. Shake it gently. We don't want to create any kinks, but shake your head if your neck is feeling tight. Shake your hips if your back is feeling tight. Shake everything up and loosen up all of those stagnations, all of those blocks. Good. Now shake faster. Make it like a vibration. You can make this sound with me too, like you're your own singing bowl. Wah, 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 wah. What is your vibration? What vibration are you calling in with your frequency right now? Can you raise your frequency to call in a higher vibration, a more expansive experience of life, more abundance of love, abundance of joy, and yes, abundance of financial prosperity? Shake it up even more. Shake it, shake it, shake it. And then stop. Stand absolutely still or sit and feel that vibration coursing through you. Feel how you have created space for abundance to flow into you. And ask that this creates inspired action in your daily life, that you can step into greater abundance through your own action. Because think about it, friends. We talked a little bit about how trees just draw from source to produce more branches and more buds and more flowers and more seeds and more fruits. Humans reproduce through procreation. Procreation of humans involves two humans coming together to blend their seeds to create a new human. Humans are designed for co-creation. So when you step into co-creation with the universe, this means that you are agreeing to participate fully in your own creation. The universe does not do it for you. The universe is always producing opportunities and abundance and flow and energy. And you as a human have the opportunity to step into that or to block it. When you step into it, that means that you choose to co-create with the universe. So that means after you say your affirmations, after you write your gratitudes, after you put your money on your altar or your intention on your altar and you light a candle and you light an incense, then you ask for inspiration. You follow through that with inspired action. And that is where you co-create your own reality. So thank you so much for participating. And I'm going to go ahead and check in with a couple more comments. We're reaching the end of our time. Joy Sand says her daughter calls those fuzzy seed pods soot sprites. So cute. So cute. And you're welcome, Andrea. Hi, Lorne Lee. Sarah, I love this. Just ask and let it come. The key is to forget about the lack. So show, think, no resistance. Yes, show no resistance. Also, when we have resistance, we don't take action. When we release the resistance, when we create this sense of allowing it to come to us, we also create an inspiration and energy that participates, and then we act. You are so welcome, Ibrahim. Amber scared her puppies. Aw. Sarah, I'm so glad you're so energized. Awesome to you, Lorne Lee. Okay, wonderful, my friends. So wonderful. I am going to, that picture that I took during our show, I will post in the comments below so that if you want to download a money picture, I'm sure there are plenty of other places to download money pictures too, or you can take your own. If you have $100 bill to activate by keeping it in your wallet wherever you go, that's another way to put yourself into the abundance mindset and participate in your own co-creation with the universe. So I'd love to hear from you all how it goes if you do step into some of these fun money magic rituals, and then what inspired action comes from it. How are you participating in your co-creation with the universe? I am so looking forward to this co-creation that each one of you is creating here with me in the Akashic Academy. And awesome, Amber. That tingling is always a great feeling to tap into as we activate into our reality. You are so welcome, David and Lorne Lee. So many blessings to each one of you, and thank you for co-creating this reality with me. It is so much fun to just have the full richness of experience of being a human and all of the ways that we can create in this experience and manifest abundance. And so expand your ideas of what that looks like, expand your idea of what it feels like, and connect to what a powerful manifester you already are. How many things have you already manifested in your life? You're manifesting abundance every single day, every single moment. And I am so grateful to share this precious gift of this moment with each and every one of you. Many blessings on your life and your magical money tree that you are creating right now in this moment. And moving on. So much love and blessings to you all.